Good morning. I'm going to talk to you about Rockestate and real estate. A bit confusing, because I think real estate is important to all of us. It's important to our customers, us, and it's important to us as a bank as well. It's probably the most important investment that we're making. As a customer, it's often a once-in-a-lifetime investment that we're making. We do not buy real estate each day. And as a bank, it's an important part of our balance sheet. We have, as ING Bank, we have 30 billion euros of mortgage loans in Belgium on our balance sheet, and I think in the Netherlands we have a bit more than that. And valuation is key in that process. And Rockestate is, according to me, the partner that can help us in crack the code for that valuation. From the first interactions I've had with Rockestate, they impressed me not only in with their, sorry for that, not at all. Very close, big difference. Not only with their atypical view on this problem, first of all, but also with their in-depth knowledge of this problem. And secondly, they impressed me with their motivation, their drive, their energy. I think it's probably something you could hear from different sponsors. Motivation and drive that comes through challenging us continuously, challenging us to think about a problem that we've agreed upon, but also challenging us to think further than that problem. Because these fintechs, they see opportunities everywhere. And this is for me a very big lessons learned of FinTech Village. And during that challenging, they came up in 16 weeks, a very short time frame to be honest, at very nice results. Piet-Jan in a couple of seconds will present that together with Mathieu, and Casper is there immobilized a little bit due to a broken toe, but thanks Casper as well. On a very short notice, and it's a bit like a roller coaster. A roller coaster, you know approximately where you're going to end. It's normally at the beginning again, but you don't know how it exactly is going to go. It goes up and down, it's unexpected movements, and especially it's exciting. And this is a bit what the journey was. It was a very exciting journey. We learned a lot, so thanks a lot, Rockestate.
Thank you very much, Steen, for this nice introduction. I think we'll have to come more often, Steen, because Mathieu is sitting there and Casper is sitting there. But no worries, we'll make sure that in the next couple of months we'll be here to continue the work with ING. But first of all, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm Piet-Jan, this is Casper, Mathieu is sitting over there, and we are from Rockestate. Rockestate helps banks and insurers to better understand the house of their customer. And why is this so important? Well, both banks and insurance companies sell products which have a direct economic link to the house of their customer. So for both of them, understanding the house of their customer equals understanding the product they are selling. Now, when a bank evaluates the credit risk of a new residential mortgage loan, the first parameter it will usually focus on is the repayment capacity of the borrower. Does he or she generate sufficient cash flow to pay back the loan? However, usually there is a plan B. There's a backup solution in case the repayment capacity would be insufficient. And this is the collateral. For a mortgage loan, this is usually the house that is being financed. And when evaluating the credit risk of a potential lending transaction, the bank, as a lender, will really want to know and want to understand the quality of that collateral. The key question being, for what price could I sell this house? Today, ING will often send an expert to perform an independent evaluation to get an answer to that question. But that comes with a price, though. It costs money, but more importantly, it may take a lot of time and can actually slow down the overall transaction process. Now, Rockestate helps banks to develop a better understanding of the quality of their mortgage loan collateral by giving them a more quantitative view in real time on the different parameters driving the value of the house they are financing. Now, how do we do this? We use open geodata to do this. Geodata is basically every type of information with a spatial dimension. Addresses, maps, cadastral information, aerial imagery, but also more advanced data sets such as LiDAR, which allowed us to make 3D models of all the buildings. We put all this different information together and we clean it. We aggregate it and we try to make sense out of it. It is important to mention that this is open data. So this is data which is publicly available for each and every one of us. And once we've put everything together, we can start calculating lots of different building features, such as the volume of a house, the size of its garden, whether or not there is a swimming pool there, but also what would be the value of the house. Now, a mortgage lender really has to strike the right balance between a proper credit risk management and a pleasant user experience. And it is often a trade-off where credit risk management, where tighter credit risk controls tend to lead to a slower, less user-friendly user experience. At Rockestate, we believe we can help banks improve and strengthen their credit risk management while at the same time improve this user experience. And the first thing that we've done is that we've looked at ING Belgium's mortgage loan production of the last 12 months. And we've compared the current risk decision rule with a new rule based on the Rockestate valuation model. And what we've seen is that based on the outcome of this result, of this analysis, we see that ING could reduce the total number of independent valuations by 24%, assuming that we keep the collateral quality constant. Or as an alternative, for a constant number of valuations, we could decrease the number of mortgage loans with overvalued collateral by 18%. And these figures clearly illustrate that the contribution of the Rockestate valuation model could really help ING in further strengthening its credit risk management.
And so we also worked on the second question, which is, can Rockestate together with ING improve the user experience of the mortgage loan origination process? And so what we did is we built an application where we wrapped our open data and our house price models into a web application, which was being used during the proof of concept in 6 ING branches during a conversation between an ING customer and an ING branch employee. And so here you see a demo of this application. So in a couple of clicks, we're going to try to assess the quality of the collateral. So the first thing we asked was the address. Then we show a 3D model of the house so that the client can visually confirm, okay, this is the house I'm interested in buying. When he confirms, immediately we know the important drivers of the house, such as the parcel area or the building area or the house type out of open data. We need to ask a couple of more questions, like the construction year or the energy value. This is today, unfortunately, not yet open. And then we will guide the customer and the branch employee how we come up with an estimation. So the first thing we show is like a set of reference points. So these are the reference points we have been using to assess the house in red. We show him a heat map of the house prices in the neighborhood. So on average, people are paying 331,000 euros for a house. We show how the important features are correlated with the price. And finally, we come up with a reference price, which is in this case 381,000. And we also show a histogram of the prices in the neighborhood. Now, we will exaggerate a little bit, but the feedback was extraordinarily positive, of course. So the ING branch employees, they loved using the application because it helps sell more mortgages. So they come over as real estate experts. And there's even the quote, which is on email, so that is not exaggerated, but that they can't wait until this solution is implemented in the ING loan origination platform. And the customer, they like it as well because it gives them more insights. And this is the most important, he would perfectly understand that if he's willing to pay a lot more than the reference price, that ING would send an expert to have a second opinion. Of course, as data scientists, we're also measuring beyond qualitative feedback in forms of anecdotes. So we're implementing all the analytics to measure the user satisfaction of the application. A warm welcome to Stan Leupen, who is somewhere injured in the room. I know he's sitting here. That's weird. Okay. And to the ING booster team who helped us, and of course the innovation team. And so although this might sound like an end, we really look forward. We hope this is only the beginning. So we've shown that we will improve ING's mortgage quality, data quality. We've shown that we will optimize the user experience. And let's now work together to a bit more tough subject to strengthen the regulatory model. Thank you for your attention. We're Rockestate. Mathieu, our third associate, is in the room as well. Thank you for your attention.